You already know who it is, man. It's your boy PoorBoySin, and the poll don't stand for poll. Now, by the looks of the title, I'm about to go over all of my 99 overall builds on NBA 2K20. Especially for those out there that always ask, what's my badge setup on certain builds? What's the best badge to use? What's my favorite build to use on 2K20? And what do I think is the best build out of all my builds? Now, we're going to jump into the 3-point Playmaker first because that is my favorite build to play with on NBA 2K20. So let's get into it. Alright, y'all, so like I said, first up we got the 3-point Playmaker, which is my favorite build to use on NBA 2K20, which I believe is the best build to use when isolating on the twos and on the threes. I always say this, especially when I talk about my 3-point Playmaker. It's pretty much a playmaking shot creator just with long arms. So I think my wingspan on this build is 85.3. If y'all want to know how to build this build, I did a video on it once before. But as you guys see, I got 86 ball control on this build. Now I went 86 ball control because I got long arms, of course, and when I go into takeover, that ball handling boosts up. So off rip, I can speed boost, I can momentum, but the more I use stamina without takeover, I won't be able to dribble and I won't be able to speed boost as much. So when I play with this build, I pretty much play for takeover, and then once I get halfway to my takeover, or once I get takeover, and I'll get takeover within 10 to 12 points, that's when I'll go crazy with the dribbles. Now you see the perimeter defense and laterals at 77, you know what I'm saying, which is decent. If it was over 80 or 80, that would be, you know what I'm saying, wonderful. The steals is at 80, the blocks is high as well. Now the only thing about this build I wish I would have went back on was putting up the offensive rebounding, but the only way for me to do that was to bring down the passing accuracy, and I got the passing accuracy up to get the playmaking badges back. Now I got 95 speed, 98 acceleration. I wish the speed was just a little bit higher, but like I said, gotta play for takeover a little bit when playing with this build. The 3-point in the midi is decent, you know what I'm saying, good enough. We say it all the time, you guys do not need an 85 3-point rating to go crazy in this game. You really only need like a 75, 78, 80 at the most, you know, and put them attributes somewhere else unless you're going for badge points. Now, the drive and dunk isn't too high, but it really doesn't matter in 2K20 because you know what I'm saying, I'm going to dunk anyway regardless. Now let's go into the badges. As you guys see, got 20 defensive, 29 playmaking, 24 shooting, 15 finishing. You know what I'm saying, my defensive badge set up on this 3-point Playmaker. I got clamps gold, intimidator, pickpocket, tireless, pick dodger. I got bronze pogo. Now I just be playing, sometimes I might go like this and put it on bronze interceptor. We got bronze rim protector, bronze chase down, and then we got silver off ball pass for players that like the off ball a lot behind screens, because it's still some players out there that be trying to L2 and be trying to dex and be trying to get open that way on the off ball, and off ball pass works real well, especially on the threes. Off ball pass is really underrated. Now playmaking badges, these two are mandatory as always. I always say these are my first upgrades. I'm maxing these two badges out first always, then I'm gonna max dimer out, then I'm gonna put something on unpluckable, then I'm gonna go floor general, and then everything else is personal preference. You know what I'm saying, you might want to have Lob City Pass on bronze at the least. And then I got bailout. Bailout works real well on bronze or silver. You really don't need it on gold or Hall of Fame, but silver and bronze works real well. Ankle breaker is good after patch 10. So if you haven't tested out ankle breaker yet, you know what I'm saying, go out there and test it out. That's the playmaking setup. Shooting setup is pretty much always the same on all of my builds. Besides, on this build I have tireless shooter on Hall of Fame, just because, you know, I could lose stamina real fast. Sometimes I might have to take the shot with no stamina because my ball handling isn't maxed out. So sometimes tireless shooter comes in handy for me. And finisher setup, you know, finisher setup is always going to pretty much be the same. Fantasy max, slithery max, contact max. Consistent is personal preference in my opinion. It's good on bronze. Giant Slayer's personal preference, I think it's good on bronze. And then Pro Touch, sometimes I'll mess with Pro Touch or Acrobat. And pretty much all the badges I currently have on is the only finishing badges you want to mess with as a PG. So sometimes I might go like this, take Relentless down and put Giant on gold, but Relentless bronze, Giant bronze, every badge I have on currently right now is good on bronze, even Slithery, Fantasy, and Contact Finisher. So That's the 3-point playmaker, y'all. I know some of you guys have this build. I hope you guys enjoy this build. I love playing with this build. Let's go on to the next build, y'all. Alright, y'all, even though this build isn't a 99 overall, I still wanted to showcase this build to you guys for those out there that have not seen the video on my two-way pass first point. It's a 91 overall right now. I still gotta grind it out, but as you guys can see, once I get to 99 overall, I have 88 on perimeter and lateral. +5 will give me 89, which is good. I got 88 on the steal, 93, 92 at 99 overall. Another build I wish I put up the offensive rebounding on. Offensive rebounding is very underrated. Now the ball handling is low, but I'm still able to ISO on this build if I choose to. When I get to 99 overall, you know, I'll have 76 on the ball handling. Now not ISO on the threes, but ISO on the twos. So this build, I made this build to be a primary lockdown build though. So this build has maxed arms as well. Once I get to 99 overall, you know, I'll have 90 on the speed and over 90 on the acceleration. I'll have contact dunks as well at 99 overall with the +5 stats. And then I'll have 80 plus on my mid-range and my 3-point shooting. Now, I quickly just wanted to show you guys this build now. I'll quickly show you guys the badges on this build. Like I said, I have not grinded out the badges yet, but like I said, I pretty much have the same badge set up on all of my builds, but it's situational depending on if I'm playing on ball or if I'm just spotting up or not when it comes to builds like this. Because like I said, this is a primary lock build that I use, and I pretty much don't bring this build out to ISO at all. My two-way inside out score now, I'll use that build over this build to ISO. On my two-way inside out score, I only got playmaking takeover. On this build, I have lockdown takeover. So this is my playmaking setup for this build right now, just in case the ball does come into my hands. But next time I get upgrades on this build, I'll probably switch it to floor general for the PG that I'm playing with, so they get them floor general upgrades. Shooting setup, like I said, is pretty much the same on all my builds. I have on corner specialist on this because I'll sit in the corner playing on the threes, because I'll pull this build out to play on the threes. And then green machine, high zone hunter, range extender, quick draw, like I tell you guys all the time. Those four should be first mandatory. Finishing, live city, cut from the corner, consistent max, contact max, giant slayer max. Relentless on bronze. Now I don't have on fancy or slithery right now because like I said, I use this build as a primary lock and a spotter build, so I pretty much not gonna have the ball in my hands pretty much at all to even really use slithery or fancy. Anytime I'll go to the hole was pretty much off a live city pass. Now let's go into the next build, y'all. Alright, y'all, we got the infamous rebounding guard build. And before we go into the badges and the attributes on this build, there's a lot of people out there that wanted to see the animations for this build from my 1v1 rush video. So here y'all boys and girls go. You know what I'm saying? I got on Stephen Curry dribble style, normal 4 size up, normal 3 moving crossover, normal 2 behind the back, normal 1 spin, normal 1 hesitation, and normal 2 triple threat. So the normal 4 size up is what everybody was asking for pretty much. So here it is. I hope you guys appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I got on rim grazers, basic one-handers off 1, athletic one-handers off 2, off 1, front clutches, under basket regular, and then yeah, that's all the dunk packages I have on right now. Curry jump shot on all the builds like I said. But that normal 4 size up is what everybody was asking for. Now let's go into the attributes. Let's go into the badges real quick first. So this is the badge setup I have on my rebounding guard build. You guys will have 21 on the upgrades, so you guys won't have 31. No rebounding guard could get 31 badge upgrades. So this is the setup for my rebounding guard build. Playmaker setup. I had this playmaker setup for when I was handles for days when I was doing my 1v1 videos, but usually I'll take it off there and I will go needle threader. I'll go needle threader silver and bail out on gold. Shooting setup, like I said, the same on all builds. Green machine, dead eye, high zone, range extender, quick draw. And then I got on catch and shoot. I was trying something new. Finishing badges, like I said, same on all builds. Giant, contact, consistent, fancy, lob city, and slithery finisher. So This is all the bad setups for my rebounding guard build, y'all. Everybody out there been asking. All right, now this is my rebounding guard at 99 overall. You know what I'm saying? Got 82 and 81 on the lateral on the perimeter. Steals 86, blocks 89. You know what I'm saying? We got that defensive rebounding up at 90. Speed and acceleration is at 90, which is good. 3-point shot is a little bit under 80. Mid-range is at 80. Drive and dunk is at 78. No ball handling on my rebounding guard build. I advise you not to put ball handling on your build and put it somewhere else. It's a lot of y'all out there that like to put ball handling up on your rebounding guard and your spot up builds, and I don't suggest it. If you want to dribble, make a playmaker, make a build that's meant to dribble. These builds are meant to spot up, play defense, and be role players. All right, y'all, now we got the two-way inside-out score build. I forgot this build is in 99 overall because I lost attributes playing Pro-Am. I forgot I changed the appearance and the face on this build as well, so it doesn't have my face scan right now. We're going to attributes real quick. What I like most about this build is that it gets up to 89 on the lateral and the perimeter defense. The only thing I don't like about this build is I have playmaking takeover. So that's why I made my two-way pass first point. It's pretty much the same as this build, but since I have playmaking takeover on this build, I made the two-way pass first point so I could get the lockdown takeover. Now, I did use this build was real good to ISO and play with before patch 10. After patch 10, it pretty much kind of like nerfed this build because behind the back helped this build out a lot with getting open. So I pretty much don't be using this build too much like that anymore. I just keep it on my 3-point playmaker when it comes to isolation. But this build pretty much can do everything. The only thing it cannot do is offensive rebounding and blocks. And once again, when it comes to the blocks, I wish I would have probably took down the passing accuracy and put up the blocks and then maybe the offensive rebounding. So this build has 94 speed, 97 acceleration, 99. It have 99 acceleration and 96 speed, which is real good. Bad setup. Keep telling y'all, bad setup is the same pretty much on all builds. But on this build, I had on these badges for when I was playing Pro-Am. Trapper is a real good badge, but I don't suggest it in the park because you're not really going to get into too many situations where you and another teammate is going to be double teaming somebody on the threes to leave somebody else open. Lightning reflexes, I really feel like the badge doesn't work as well as it should. But I had it on to test the waters, so I will take those upgrades and put them on. I'll probably go off ball pass on silver, maybe go defensive leader, Hall of Fame, you know what I'm saying, pogo stick silver, off ball pass silver, something like that. Or rim protect, no rim protector bronze, because, and I could take chase down off because my blocks is real low on this build, so it's not too many chances that I'm gonna get real good block animations. So I'll put on pogo stick, Hall of Fame. Playmaking badge setup, like I said, all the badges is mandatory. I had on break starter because, like I said, I was playing Pro-Am, so I probably put it back on here and go like this. Mandatory badges right here, though. I mean, floor general is to each his own, unless you want to help out your teammate or not. But I think these 3 badges as a playmaker are mandatory. Now let me save that. Shooting setup, same on every build. Catch and shoot, dead eye, green machine, high zone, range extender, quick draw. Finishing badges same as well. So this is the badge setup for the two-way inside out score, y'all. And let's move on to the next build. All right, y'all. Now we got the 6'3" offensive threat BP build. The build that I barely play on. I'm actually on the verge of deleting this build, sad to say. Smash a like on this video if you guys do not want me to delete this build, but I do need some more build slots to make new builds and do new videos. But this is the offensive threat BP build. Like I said, I don't like this build too much solely because of the defense, the short arms, but everything else about this build is great. The worst part about this build is the height, the short arms, and then the defense. But being a legend, you do get the defensive badge upgrades on this build, but it still does not help this build at all on defense. If you're playing with this build, you have to have a lockdown on your team and let your lockdown play on-ball defense. I do not prefer playing with this build on the twos at all whatsoever. Now the badge setup I have on this build, you already know I'm not a fan of Hall of Fame slashing badges, but the badge upgrades are pretty much the same I have on all my builds. difference is on this build that they're a Hall of Fame. So we still have Slithery, Fancy, Contact, Giant Slayer, Relentless Finisher, and then we have on Acrobat Hall of Fame, and then we got Bronze Consistent and Bronze Pro Touch. 26 badge upgrades, which I felt like is unnecessary on 2K20, but hey, to each his own. Shooting setup, we still rocking Hot Start. I'm not gonna even play on this build again, so. But I have not been using Hot Start lately. Instead of Hot Start, I have been using like Tireless Shooter. Or on my spot up builds, I use Catch or Shoot. But Hot Start is a good badge. I just feel like there's a certain glitch in it. Like after you miss that shot, I feel like there's a certain glitch in that badge. Now, Playmaking badge setup, like I said, it's the same on all builds. First Step, Handles, Dimer, General, Pluckable, Live City, Space Creator, Bailout, Ankle Breaker. Defensive setup, same. This is the mandatory defensive setup right here. This is the mandatory defensive setup for all guards right here. And I will take Pickpocket off. Clamps, Intimidator, Dodger, Tireless Defender should be the first 4 badges you choose when choosing badges on your guard builds. Now, I got one more build to go into, you guys. I'm not going to go into my rebounding wing build because it's pretty much the same as my rebounding guard. Alright, y'all, last but not least, we got the infamous Playmaker Legend build, the build I grind into Legend with. I've told you guys before, I don't like playing on this build anymore because it has unnecessary attributes upgraded. I have post moves on 66. I got post fade on 80. My interior defense is non-existent. My offensive rebounding is down. I would love to have offensive rebounding up on this build with it being 6'6". But as you guys can see, the best thing about this build is the speed and acceleration is maxed out, and the ball handling is maxed out, which gives you maxed out speed with ball. This ball is the fastest build in the game when it comes to being fast with the ball and speed boosting. And the 3-point shot in the mid is real good as well. Like I said, the only thing about this build is I have on post moves and I have on post fade. And being a legend now, I don't need post fade and post moves up to get the extra shooting and the extra playmaking upgrade. So I do got an 83 dunk when I get +5. I have +5 right now. +4 will dump it down to 82. I believe I have on +5 right now. But everything else about the defensive stats is a little bit mid too, like the perimeter, lateral, and the steals, and then the blocks as well. But that's what happens with going 6'6". Now the badge upgrades, like I said, I have 37 playmaking badge upgrades on this build, which is the worst part about this build because you have so many playmaking upgrades that you do not need. Like this was what I was gonna use this is the badges I had on, I think, when I was doing my Playmaker 1v1 video. But if you take these badges off, Stop and Go doesn't even work. Dream Shake, you don't need it. You could go Bailout Hall of Fame, Dimer Hall of Fame, Floor General Hall of Fame, and then you could go Lob City Passer. So 37 playmaking badge upgrades. This is what it looked like if you got on Tight Handles Hall of Fame, but Tight Handles is really non-existent now after patch 10. You go Lob City Hall of Fame, and then you could go Needle Threader, or you could go Needle Threader Hall of Fame. Needle Threader is a real underrated badge, but a lot of people don't have this many playmaking badge upgrades to even go with Needle Threader. I was using Needle Threader a lot when I was playing 3v3 Prime in the beginning of the year, but hey, to each his own. Let me confirm that though. And then defensive badge setup, I had on Rebound Chaser from when I was doing the 1v1 court. I would probably switch that up and go back to Pick Dodger on Silver. I have the extra upgrades, so I'll probably keep Pickpocket. I'll probably go Interceptor on Bronze, and this would be the setup for the Playmaker build. So, y'all, I hope you guys appreciate this video, me going over all my builds. 699 overalls, y'all. I would have a little bit more, but I haven't been playing 2K quite often lately, especially since like the month of January. No, I say since the month of February, bro. I really have not been on 2K like that. I'm gonna get on more here in the future, you know, make a couple of new builds. I got the point forward on the way. I don't know if I'm gonna be releasing this video before I do the video on the point forward or after, but I do have the point forward on the way. So I know a lot of you guys are gonna be excited about me doing videos on the point forward. But as you can see as well on the shooting upgrades, you got 25 shooting upgrades, which is cool, but really not needed as well. So once again, hope you guys appreciate this video. Whenever you watch this, be easy, stay blessed. I appreciate all the love and support that's being shown and continued here on the channel. Stay home, wash your hands. I'm gonna catch up with y'all on the next one. Y'all be easy. I'm out. One.